It's a good question. Yeah, I mean, you definitely, when you hear the news that we finally sort of nabbed Jack Nicholson for the role as the Irish kingpin in this kind of genre of a Martin Scorsese film, you say, okay, wow, I better be at the top of my game. I better be hitting on all cylinders right, when I arrive on set. And I must say that certainly there's that initial icebreaker of when Jack Nicholson walks on set and you have your first scene with him. You really, you don't know what to think. And it was like that for the entirety of the film. But what it does is affect your character ultimately. Okay. And once you get over those initial jitters, it then transfers into the character that you're playing and the role that you've sort of embodied, and it makes you that much more authentic as an actor, acting opposite someone.
He has to be aware of what he does to people, though, don't you think?
Of course he is, but that's why he's still, at the top of his game. That's why he's still one of the greatest American actors alive, because he is entirely unpredictable, and he does keep things fresh, and people may get the misconception that he's just Jack Nicholson and he shows up on set and he does his shtick and he's always brilliant. No, the man works his ass off. He really does. He's that old school type of actor that knows they need to do their research as well, and that's what he does.
We hardly ever see you anymore. You're very selective in your filmmaking. What is it that you're looking for? Why don't we see that much of you?
Well, it is really a draining process making movies. It really is hard, because I grew up watching these films that I've sort of admired to such an enormous degree, and I want to aspire to make films like that, like my heroes of the 70s or the 50s, and that takes time and it takes work on the script, and you have to search these things out. They don't just land on your plate every damn day. You really got to seek these things out, and you got to develop them too. There's a development process and bringing them up to that next level, and I like to work with directors who like to do that, and Scorsese certainly is one of them, and I've gotten to work with him 3 times.
What kind of day is that on the set, though? You go, today I'm going to beat a man with a coat rack.
You know what? It's a lot of you have to amp yourself up to it, because it's nerve-wracking thinking that you're going to do sequences like that, because I'm not a violent human being whatsoever. But once you get that initial beer mug over a man's forehead, it kind of becomes easier the next 10 times around.
Well,
that's the only way I could describe it.
You've always been, I thought, a tremendous actor, but this is off the charts.
Oh, thank you,
just
buddy.
Tremendous job.
Thank you so much, man.